My name is Lee Oskar, and I feel honored to have my product, the Lee Oskar Harmonicas, on board with Sweetwater. And I would like to just take a little time to show the Lee Oskar Harmonica system and what some of the great possibilities in using my product, how to use it, and why I make these different tunings. So I'm going to start with what we call the major diatonic harmonica. And the major diatonic harmonica is the orange coated when you see this box. And we make them in 14 keys. This is the typical tuning in all 14 keys we make it, but this is the typical tuning that's used pretty much in all things that when you hear harmonica playing, from campfire folk music to German Umber music, Neil Young, Bob Dylan, to Chicago blues. So this is pretty much the image, and I want to talk about these other products that takes you outside the box, that is just as easy to play, and it'll open up a whole nother genres of music. But let's start with the major diatonic. It was designed to play, as I say, German Umber music, campfire music. So you're starting from blow on a C major diatonic harmonica, you are in key of C. If you start an A harp, you're in key of A. It's designed for the musically hopeless, if I may say, because anybody that starts on harmonica, and a lot of people who play harmonica, the harmonica is playing them. And that's even a good thing, because from the get-go, it sounds like you're making music. So if I start from the C major diatonic and I blow on it, I can't go wrong. I got a C chord no matter where I am. I mean, you can even get dramatic. See, I mean, already it sounds like I'm playing a symphony. And then when you start from the draw, you are in another scale called the Mixolydian scale, which would be the T is flatted. Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la. The T then is flatted, and that works for the blues. So Chicago blues, many types of typical 1-4-5 chains blues uses a Mixolydian scale, and that's starting from the draw. So playing from the first position, again, the way it was intended, I can play do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do, like. So that's going from hole number 4 blow to hole number 7 blow. And the reason why you have the same note on a 3 blow as you have on a 2 draw is because initially, again, it was designed to play German Umber music, which goes from a 1 chord, so C, E, G, is the root 3rd and 5th, is the C chord, to the 5 chord, which would be G, B, D. So you need a G again as the root for your draw chord. And if you play from the draw, you're in second position, a cross up, as people call it, and that you can play like a Chicago blues. There's your minor 7th. That's there would be an F on the C harp. F to G is a minor 7th. So the 5 draw is the minor 7th on the major diatonic. That note is why it's used a lot in Chicago blues and so on, and that's the Mixolydian scale. And you get this. That kind of thing. So when you draw on that, you really have you have a G7th on that C major diatonic harmonica. You have a G7th or G7 chord, or just a 7th, major 7th chord. You don't have a major 7th chord, basically. So this would be a G7th instead of a G major 7th. And that's that dominant. That's good if you play like a train thing, because that 5 draw, that F to G, or that minor 7th, makes the train stay on ground. You know what I mean? It's got to stay. It can't get derailed. So in a nutshell, from campfire folk to blues is pretty much what the major diatonic harmonicas are used for in general. There are people that can play in many keys on it. There are people who are virtuosos, you know. We can do a lot of different things. But for most people, that's pretty much where you can start and go with the major diatonics. But then you got, like the melody maker, the blue coded, we have changed like 3 reeds and labeled the key of the harmonica based from the draw. So taking that C major it's a diatonic harmonica, and changing 3 reeds. So on that C harp, to make it a G melody maker, we have changed number 5 draw and 9 draws. So instead of being an F as the C harp, it's got F sharps. So, and then on the blow, we don't need the same reed as the 2 draws, so we made that an A instead of a G. So basically, you can play do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do from second position or draw on the G melody maker. And we even labeled the G on the other side compared to a C harp. So we identify that as being labeled in second position, that key. And you can play from the draw. So now I can play do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do from the draw. And the chord now we have is G, B, D, F sharp. And when you blow, because now you change that G and the 3 blow to an A, you got an A minor 7th, which is relative to the C, and you got... So if I ask a drummer, what is a reggae? A drummer will give you the accents. But what he doesn't necessarily give me is the chords or the harmonies that makes the accents move like a reggae. So let me go back to the major diatonic. If I play the accents of a reggae, starting from the draw in G, going from G to C on the major diatonic, on this one, playing the accents of a reggae that the drummer told me, it's going to sound like this. And that's German Oompa music. Now I'm going to play the same accents on the melody maker, where you have a G major 7th, and then we go to the A minor 7th, to the minor 2nd chord. So I start on the G major 7th and I draw. You see, there's a big difference there. So with the melody maker, you can also play great standards in second position. You can do tunes like In a Sentimental Mood, George in My Mind, When I Fall in Love. So this melody maker is great for tunes like So Much in Love. Now, if you did that in the major diatonic, you have the minor 7th there, which is no good. So melody makers are great for reggae, clave, which is African. The melody maker is great for R&B, rhythm blues, country. It's what I call ice cream changes, going from the major 7th to the minor 2nd. So that's why we call it a melody maker. We can play all kinds of melodies in second position. The green label, we make that in 12 keys, and this is a G natural minor as an example. And there's 5 reeds that's been changed from a C major diatonic to a G melody maker. We have flattened the thirds. So from the draw, instead of G, B, D, we got G, B flat D. Instead of from the blow C, E, G, we got C, E flat G. So on the draw, you can play a minor blues, you can play minor reggae, hip hop. Most hip hop uses the minor mode. We can play Latin, many kinds of things like there's a G minor chord, then blow. Now you got a C minor chord, and you can go. You got a lot of versatility in a natural minor, and even if you were to play like the major, you can play the relative major. So G minor would be B flat. So that's the natural minor. And then the yellow one is the harmonic minor. Harmonic minor is, we call it the international blues. It plays anything from Yiddish, Gypsy, Middle Eastern, Japanese, the tango, reggae. It's very versatile, very common in many countries. And the harmonic minor scale is the flatted third and the flatted sixth, but the 7th is natural. So you go. And the only way you can get happy with this is speed up the music. I mean, it is soulful. So that's to give you a very simple general idea of these 4 tunings that we make in all keys. And it's very, very important to use, you know, of course, the right mode for the right tunes. And in regards to singer-songwriters, a lot of singer-songwriters, I see they use harmonica to kind of shadow their tunes when they're performing or singing. The most unique thing I think a lot of singer-songwriters have is the lyrics. But having a system of these different tunings and scales, you can actually create lots of hook lines, great melodies and hook lines, and get outside the box. Because without a hook line, without a real melody, it might have great lyrics, but the melody's got to be strong too. And many times people who play harmonica or guitar, they may not be, you know, they don't think themselves as really a guitar player or harmonica player. They just use that to embellish their song, and the lyrics are very unique. And I see often a singer-songwriter, they'll sing a song and they'll ghost it with the harmonica, but they put the harmonica to the side when they do the next tune because they got big ears and they know that that major diatonic harmonica like this is not going to work for the mode that the next song they're singing is in. And if they only understand how easy it is to play any of these tunings, by the educational things we have on the website, that is the Lee Oskar Quick Guide. And you can go in there and you can see all the keys and all the tunings and demonstrations. This might be really an asset to expand on the things you're composing, the things you're performing in all kinds of ways. So these tunings are very important without having to be a virtuoso. I think most people may not be able to play something well or consider themselves musically hopeless because they can't play at all, but they got huge ears and they probably hear music. Some people hear music amazingly, much deeper than me and many of my colleagues as musicians. And but that doesn't mean they can channel something. But with harmonica, you can just put it in your mouth, breathe, and it sounds like music right from the get-go. And if you understand how to apply these with different modes, there's videos that shows you, then all of a sudden the sandbox will be bigger, or you'll get outside that rut, that thing that you always think harmonica can only do. Another thing I'd like to mention is we have a package that we put together that represents the 4 tunings that I demonstrated. But this is in a C major diatonic in here, a G melody maker, an A natural minor, and an A harmonic minor. And these 4 harmonicas are packaged with a booklet, a special little soft case for the 4 harmonicas, and a harmonica holder. And my hope and my wish is that this package, as a promotional thing, it's a limited edition that we put out, will at least be contagious to some people when they get this package, that they experiment and look at the book and the website and see just how incredible these 4 tunings can be used and applied for all kinds of music. I'll tell you, even I got a message from a studio musician out of UK years ago, as it's been 35 years now I'm celebrating being in manufacturer for the Lee Oskar Harmonicas with Tombo. He sent me a message saying that it gave him a whole new career. And he works in the studios all the time just to have these tools, these tunings. So we put this package together, and hopefully this will connect with hopefully a lot of people. And so this is available based on the price of just under 4 harmonicas, so you get all this other stuff. I want to also mention about the Lee Oskar Harmonica system that has been in place for all these years, and I'm very proud to say, is that we have always had the interchangeable parts. So there's reed plates and combs and cover plates for the Lee Oskar Harmonicas, so you never have to throw away the whole harmonica and recycle. You can experiment. So here's an example of the 4 tunings, and we make them in all keys. It's the same comb and same cover plates, generic, and the reed plates just think of a guitar. You have guitar strings, so you have replaceable reed plates. Another thing about reed plates is you can also mix and match. So if I want to make a Dorian harmonica, I can take the draw reed plate, the bottom reed plate from a G natural minor, and take the blow reed plate, the top reed plate from a C major diatonic, and now you would have a G Dorian harmonica. So there's a lot of creative stuff besides just being practical of recycling part of your harmonica and putting new reed plates in, or having extra reed plates when you travel. So when a reed does fatigue and it can't be tuned up again, that you have replacement parts. And one other thing I want to show you is that you can even replace your cover plates and your comb. And we have a tool kit and the booklet that comes with that too, that I'll show you how to tune. So you can come up with all kinds of creative tunings as well as the ones that we provide. And let's just say that you're on the road and you really depend on that natural minor in that key, whatever key it is. Let's say it was a G natural minor, and you're on the road, and let's say the stores are closed. Well, if you have a C major diatonic harmonica and you learn how to tune, then you can flatten the thirds, and now you got your G natural minor. So this system is to make it inspiring and creative, and applying it for all kinds of situations, whether composing hook lines, melodies, or performing music in all genres. There's something that's going to work in our system for that. Just so you know, this booklet here we offer for free, or you can download. And this booklet has an example of each of the tunings that we make, showing you how it works in different genres of music, as well as a website that's there. And if you call Sweetwater, and if you have any issues, all the people here at Sweetwater have been trained and they know a whole lot about the Lee Oskar Harmonica system. They have all the resources if there's a question to be answered. And please call in, feel free to ask questions. And I'm very happy to have my product on board, and all you people out there enjoy. Thank you very much.